Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Reser Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. A Big Ten showdown is coming, conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will put toe together and we'll get started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Notre Dame's offense will start this game off. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellington. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Beavers offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Give to the back. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Beavers are in the hurry up. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Beavers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to pound their way in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Oregon State 7, Notre Dame.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't...
Oh, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Beavers! Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Handoff from the gun. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. To the air, it's Hart. Quick strike complete. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Out of the gun, the inside give.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Moving away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end, nor for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. We didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Now he's looking to throw it. Grab behind the line. It's Rhodes. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quickly complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Catch in the middle, it's Browning. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Back to the air one more time. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Ellington. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Hart. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted in the end zone. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 15. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Going to try to get it himself. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Offense gets set for second down. Quick completion to the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, going up top. It's complete.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
From the gun, the ground game. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they got him for the sack.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. And I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And this kick will be marked down just inside the 45-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Beavers will hustle to the line. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Leaves it with the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. Keeps looking downfield. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Buffalo handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Western New York, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score.
To the air, it's Hart.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. With the catch, it's Ellington. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Couldn't connect on that last play, now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They want to just keep throwing it. Right on the money. On the move at the 30. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Quarterback keeps it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. On to attempt the try.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
He's going to run it. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw, it's Hart. They're trying to get to him.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. On the run, still looking. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They want that clock to run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Moves away as he feels pressure. At midfield, he's got room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Slater. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Notre Dame lines up quickly. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Snagged on the outside, it's Rhodes. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly. Back to pass, it's Hart. Fires into the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And Listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go mark.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I like aggressiveness, and I like going for the win. I have no problem with that. But, man, I got to call high percentage throws. I got to make sure I don't do that. Now I turn the football over. Now I got a chance to lose. I hope my defense comes in here and bails me out.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Got to move quickly here. They need to get into field goal range. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's going up top here late in the game. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Unleashes one. Finds his man, and they convert. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss, win or lose. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. That was fun. And it was big time, and it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.